State the coordinates of any holes and the equations of any asymptotes for the graph f of x. Then sketch the graph of the function. So hopefully I still have this here. Nice, still got a graph ready for us. So I'll do that last, but the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to factor this as much as I can to see if I got any things that I can cancel out to make this a little bit easier. So my top here is going to factor using diamond and box here. So I got 4x times negative x. Box becomes 2x squared, negative 2, 4x, negative x. Sorry if I'm going fast here, but this is going to be a long process if I were to go slow. So I got 2x minus 1 and then times x plus 2 on the top. And then on the bottom here, difference of squares, I got x minus 2 and x plus 2. So I've factored f of x here. I can cancel these out, which tells me I'm going to have a hole at the x value of x equals negative 2. So I'll deal with that in just a second here, but when I'm going through this, if I would like, I can then do division to make this look like transformation form. So in this one here, I'm going to say, let's see here, 2, negative 4, and this has to be positive 3. So my remainder is 3. And so looks like I get 2 plus 3 over x minus 2, or if I were to switch that around, 3 over x minus 2 plus 2. So I've done two things to this equation now. First, I factored it. I canceled some stuff out to simplify it. Then I used division to change it into transformation form. Transformation form is nice because it helps me tell where my asymptotes are at. So I have a vertical asymptote at x equals positive 2. I have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 2. And then I have a hole at the x value of negative 2. Sorry, I should change colors on that. Let's go with, I'm running out of colors here. I think we'll go with brown. Let's do red. So x equals negative 2. I need to plug this in to find my y value. So I could really plug it into either parts of my equation, either the transformation form or the standard form that I started with. It doesn't really matter which one you do. I'll go ahead and do it with this top one here. So I'm going to get 2 times negative 2 minus 1 over negative 2 minus 2, which gives me negative 4 minus 1, which is negative 5, over negative 4, which is really just 5/4. So positive 5/4. My coordinate here is negative 2, positive 5/4, and that's my hole. So first part of the equation was, first part of the question was, where's the hole? It's negative 2, 5/4. Horizontal asymptote at 2, vertical asymptote at also 2. And so if I was to sketch this, go ahead and do this in purple here. Gonna go ahead and give me some vertical asymptotes here. Horizontal asymptote here. I have a hole at negative 2 and then 5/4, which is right around here. So got my sketch like so. I guess I could give some reference points here since I have transformation form. 1, 2, 3, I got a point here. 1, 2, 3, I got a point here. There's my first curve. 1, 2. And so when I make my curve, I got a hole there. And now we seem to have our sketch of our graph. So hole at negative 2, 5/4, horizontal asymptote at 2, vertical asymptote at 2, and here's the sketch of my graph.